Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm whispering because my baby's asleep, but so I was just listening to this interview with. It was obviously a wicked old interview, back when Andrew Breitbart was alive, but in the interview, Adam Carolla's talking about things like building, how much it costs to build a building nowadays. It's not easy because of all the regulations, the red tape, and just all the useless bull crap that you have to go through just to build a damn building. And my point is, this is why Andrew Breitbart is just my favorite political figure of all time. Like, Andrew Breitbart really does predict that Donald Trump. If you just take a listen.
And bring your plans and cut us $5,000 for this and $5,000 for that and soils reports and compaction reports. And I'm gonna tell you this: if you want to build something, you will then need to hire a deputy inspector. That's a guy who charges about $100 an hour, and he sits in his car for about a half hour and watches a guy weld, and then he leaves, and you have to pay him for a full day, and then you have to pay the city on top of that. And first off, it's an entire scheme, and it's a fucking Ponzi scheme where you have to go get soils reports for, you don't need soils reports. You have to get compaction reports, environmental reports. It is absolutely insane how much money and how expensive it is for them to let you build. It's not the building itself. And by the way, if you live in Malibu and you're anywhere near the Coastal Commission, fuck it. Don't even try.
By the way, are you aware that the Republican Party has nobody running for the presidency right now? And that if you had put that out there and by mistake people heard that and that was your spiel, you would have gone up to Donald Trump level at about 70. You would have gone up to 70%. And I'm just telling you, this is foreshadowing. What is going to happen over the next year with the Republican Party is what happened in 2003 with the Gray Davis recall. It's going to be a freak show. It's going to be porn star. It's going to be the ghost of Gary Coleman. It's going to be Ariana Huffington. I'm telling you, if you speak like that, in that exactly that language, that's what this country wants to hear right now. They're sick of these eunuchs, these white guys who are poll testing everything. It really comes down to brass tacks. It comes down to a fundamental understanding of how to make crap. How to get that crap out to the customer.
Right.
These people, I don't need a politician to run this thing. I need somebody who's a contractor. I need somebody who has common sense, who's been in the real world within the last 5 years, not somebody who's been in a think tank for the last 30.
It's insane, and it was funny because I was watching the.
This was I believe this was in 2011. So yeah, like 6 years ago. Andrew was just a straight prophet. I feel like that old saying really does hold true. You either dye the hair or live long enough to see yourself be the villain and stuff. Literally, I'm not joking, because I know that I'll see my grandfather in heaven, I'll see my family members, I'll see my friends in heaven that are already passed away, but if I could resurrect one person, it would be Andrew Breitbart. It really would be him. I feel like, and look, I'm not that big a fan of Trump. I didn't vote for him in the primaries. I voted for Cruz, but the fact is the fact. If you took a guy like Trump, the way he speaks, and then sort of smooth out the edges, obviously, saying things like John McCain, war hero or whatever, something. It's just all the crazy stuff, and then but still had him talk the way he talks. Took a candidate like him, but had that person rounded in principle and philosophy, unlike Trump. I think that would be the perfect candidate for president. The closest thing I've ever seen someone run for public office like that was Dan Bongino. But yeah, Andrew Breitbart is just... I wish I could resurrect that guy and just make him president, man. But it's all good.